What's up? What's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem back with another one for you. Good morning, everybody. I'm excited. This is day 2 on the 30-day challenge, showing up every day. I'm just going to be doing these on my commute to work. So this is easy for me to do it this way. Comes natural. We're still doing the no edits, the no cuts. It's all one take. Just getting that momentum going. Yeah, I made a video on talent code, how to master any skill, and it just takes volume. So I'm excited just to get this volume done like that rather than waiting till like 4 to 6 months from now where I feel confident to actually be doing these videos. Um, so yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about victimhood. Victimhood is a feeling that plagues a lot of us. I've been there. I've been able to get out of that, but sometimes it's easy to take the law of least resistance and hear everybody else's voice and what the media is telling you and adopting a sense of victimhood. And the detriment of that is that you really spend however long it takes. Some people are in the whole entire last half of their life or more in a victim mentality. And I refuse to be there because I was blessed enough to be able to wise up and realize that I'm not a victim, no matter if I was born in a small town that had least or less amount of access to certain jobs and people and opportunities, that I grew up without my dad, that I'm black in a small town. Uh, there's so many things I could have found to be a victim of, but I refuse not to do that because at the end of the day, I like to adopt a mindset of the world owes me nothing, but I'm worthy of it all. At the end of the day, I'm worthy of it all, but it owes me nothing. But if I build myself up to a point where I become a person that is meant for those things, then I can have whatever I want to have in this life. I'm gonna take these glasses off just a bit. But yeah, so victimhood is hard to get out of because, like I said, we have sometimes an echo chamber depending on your situation, your nationality. It's easy to adopt that victimhood mentality. I want to talk about the time I went and visited New York this past year. It's my first time. I went during my birthday. I was pumped. I've always had just dreams to see the big city. Why does everybody love this big city? And I was blown away. Me coming from a small town of Pueblo, Colorado, I'm not always exposed to just the world all in like one city. I was blown away by every type of nationality and languages that I was just hearing on the streets. I couldn't tell who was visiting and who was just a local who was just getting along and figuring things out. And I think that's what I love the most about New York City. Because right now in the media, if you were to hear a lot of things about New York, you're going to hear about a lot of negative things about uh, the politics, the types of people. But when I was there and just in the thick of it, taking a train, I was overhearing conversations that people aren't really with all the new media and how they're trying to portray them as these people that have no values. I mean, there's a reason why the stereotype of New York City people is that they don't have time for small talk. They just get down to the point, they're, what they say, like in a New York minute. But these people just get straight to the point. There's no time for bullshit. So I was able to see that, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. If I were to listen to the media and how New York is being portrayed, it would be that everybody is just so open to everything. There's no lines drawn, but go to a New York, Boston type of Red Sox or Yankees baseball game and try to root for the other team and see what happens. Those people that down to sports are really passionate and polarized in their ways of thinking. And depending on who you're asking, that's good or bad. But um, back to what I was getting to was the reason I enjoyed New York City was there's people like that you'll find, but then there's also people that are immigrants from everywhere around the world, and they have managed to figure out how to make the most of their situation. They may have fled their country for a better opportunity here in America, and they figured it out. That you see so many different people on the street selling this or that, people that have rose up and have storefronts, and it was humbling, it was inspiring. I feel like some people, they might go into that type of situation and drown. I feel like you have to be able to know how to navigate life because it's set up the same. It may not be the same for us all, depending on where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to win. You have the opportunity to beat the game that is set upon you. I had to navigate how to be able to be a black guy in a small town, like I said, moving up here to Denver, Colorado, and it was a culture shock. I was exposed to a little bit more um, nationalities and people that I was not originally accustomed to. But thankfully, my family, we had friends and family of all different um, races and things, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. But some people it is. But I think that what helped me was that I grew up with a lot of Hispanic friends, a lot of white friends, and some black friends. So I was able to, I like to say, speak to both ends of the table. If it's a person who is white, I know where they're coming from. Hispanic, I know where they're coming from. Black, I know where they're coming from because I was blessed with the opportunity to live in a place where I had to figure things out. Some people would say I was dealt about a bad hand, but I was actually dealt a great hand because I have the grit, I have the vision, the mindset, the perception to know how to talk to people on a level that resonates and not take everything to heart, and sometimes I'm real blunt when I talk to people, but it's better that way than trying to water down your message and try to skate around and avoiding conflict sometimes. Sometimes you have to have those real deep conversations that not everyone likes to have. But yes, this video, we're about 9 minutes in. I just wanted to make another video this morning to bring clarity to that, the the stigma of having a victim mentality and how to get out of it, and just realize you have it better than a lot of people, especially if you're in America. You have it light years ahead of someone in another country who's fleeing for an opportunity just to speak their mind. Not everyone has an opportunity to speak their mind and access to YouTube and an infinite amount of knowledge and information that you can learn. This literal site, this platform that you're watching me on right now, is the best platform known to man. I mean, if people had this 50 years ago, I can't even imagine where we'd be right now, myself included. I wasn't born then. But there's so much information on here. YouTube University, anything that you want to learn, anything that you want to master, you can learn on here. So we live in a time now where there's no excuse to whatever it is that you're trying to overcome. You're trying to learn how to create a video, you're trying to learn how to do animation, you're trying to learn how to do coding. Anything that you want to learn is out there. I've learned how to just create an animation type reel from another YouTube channel, and now I posted that reel. I've learned how to use AI to my advantage to help me with my ideas and help me post more reels, because I don't have the time to make a reel every single day and show up every single day. So figuring out how to use the tools and be resourceful is what helps you not allow yourself to be in a victim mindset and adopt that victim mentality and have someone thinking that you need to be saved all the time and that you just weren't dealt a good hand. But the hand that you were dealt was meant for you to acquire and go through the life that you have, so you come out on the other side with skills someone else doesn't have. So if you just take a step back, zoom out on your life and see that where you are, the friends, the family that you were given, it may have not been the most grand and enjoyable experience at the start, but just know that the world is operating in your favor. You're blessed and highly favored. And that's it. I'm going to conclude this video. So if you guys resonated with this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this vertical content. And as always, just know that a belief may be comforting, but only their true experiences have become liberating. Grant yourself permission to level up. It's your boy Salem. I'm out.